Scott. BMX has come a long way in the past 21 years. Here at the 14th Annual ABA Grand Nationals, there are over 72 classes who are battling for these huge trophies, and the pros will be going for over $10,000. In developing bigger and better races, the sport has had to have better grassroots racing and better products. In the heart of the ABA, there are some 500 tracks strong. That's 500 tracks running week in and week out on a local level. In products has come to this, a $700 retail bike. It's lightweight, all aluminum, PK Ripper, specially designed for Perry Kramer, our crew member of our crew. Perry was just recently inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's trackside now. Take it away, Perry.
Oh man, it's no big deal. Actually, I'm really honored to get inducted into the ABA BMX Hall of Fame. But forget about that for right now. Let's get down to the real business at hand. ABA Grand National BMX Racing. And because we're out here on the track during the races, I'm going to describe it to you from up top. You start off with an 8-man starting gate on a 15-foot hill. First jump is the trickiest part of the track. It's a triple jump. From there, you hit a speed jump into the first turn. Lots of bumping going on here. Second straightaway has 2 tabletop jumps that most riders are pedal over going into the second berm. From there, it's a set of double jumps the riders are jumping and leads into a big set of doubles into a left-handed serial bowl turn. Seeing some hard crashes here. After that, there's a set of 6 jumps called the Dr. Pepper 6-pack. This is where a smooth rider can overtake a muscle rider by double jumping all 3. I've seen a lot of passing here. After that, the racers go into the red line sweeper with the speed jump coming out of it. This is where the riders need conditioning because the next straight is a long one, with a tabletop jump followed by a double jump into the last serial bowl right-hand turn. Like I said, a long, challenging course with lots of room to pass. And that's probably the raddest track in ABA BMX Grand National history. Back to you guys.
Whoa, thanks, PK. Track looks way hard and awesome.
Way rad. Lots of bumps and jumps. It's going to be gnarly. Hey, how about the pro class? It's going to be Pistol Pete Lonkarovich and Gary Ellis. Clash of the Titans.
Cool, cool, man. Stay with us. Lots more coming up on Ten Sports.
Gates getting ready to go down, Toby. Who's your favorite?
I like Dave Milham in lane 4 there. It looks like he's got a good chance.
Yes? I'm going to have to go with Eric Abadessa. He's from Florida. He's a rocket ship. He's a little bit wild and very aggressive. I like him a lot.
Dave's now in 2nd place.
Okay, Abadessa's out in front. He's got the lead. And moving to the inside.
Oh.
Heavy berm shots. Abadessa, he's history. Levesque.
The crowd's blowing that move. We got to see what the judges think of that.
Levesque now leading all the way from France. He's out to show the Americans we French can ride too. Milham in second in hard gear. And that's Alan Foster, a cyclocraft maniac, in third, looking quite fast. Todd Slavic, the Texas Cowboy, coming in for 4th. That is our first A-Pro main event.
Cool. AA pros are coming up. That can only mean Pistol Pete.
Hey, this dude is rad and bad. We went to MRC in Irvine, California, his training center, to see just all about Mr. Buff. Pistol Pete, I miss seeing you in the #1 slot. Since 1986, where have you been? What's going on?
1987, I won the World Cup, and then in '88, I broke my collarbone, and I was going to win the ABA National #1 and had unfortunate crash.
I'm standing here with the recently dethroned Pistol Pete Lonkarovich, the ex-national #1 pro. Pete, how do you feel at this time?
I feel kind of disappointed because of my injuries right before the Grand Nationals, and all I have to say is that congratulations to the new #1, and that you better take care of my crown and keep it clean because I'm going to be back, and he could have it for 12 months, and that's about it because I'm coming back, Jack. And then in 1989, I just lost all interest in racing and motivation, and that's basically why I didn't really do good in '89. And then in 1990, I came back and won the World Championships, and Vans gave me the opportunity to ride for him, and from then on, I've been just, you know, a tear, just, you know, training hard and trying to stay focused. And I really want to win the ABA National #1. I want to be the, you know, the winningest racer of BMX of all time.
Mr. Pete, here we are in your bedroom, which also doubles as a training center. Tell me about the other sacrifices you've had to make to gain this #1 title.
I've made, most sacrifices that I've made is making a lot of money. I went from making, you know, maybe $100,000 to making nothing a month. and it's just incredible to your mind psychologically. Just you got to focus after you've had something, you know how it is, and sometimes it's just real terrible when you have to, go through these bad times, but, you have to just hope for the best and just keep on focusing and just going for it and just pray and say your prayers and just go for it. Have faith.
You've got an illustrious past, and with your past titles and whatnot, and what has been the hardest part of this season looking towards this goal of #1?
This season, I just want to prove to everybody that I am the best bicycle racer of all time, and that I've had some bad times, injuries and psychological problems, with financial reasons. And I just want to prove to everybody that I'm still there, and that I'm not too old, and that I'm still there, and I'm a firing flame, and I'm ready to kick everybody's butt this year, and I'm there.
I understand that your kitchen and your shower facilities here are quite unique also.
Yeah, they are. They consist of a hose and a barbecue and a refrigerator. Nothing fancy, just to the point, and just, hard training.
Pistol Pete, you've been a hero of mine for years. I really expected, though, that by this time, with all your wins, you'd be the #1 rider already. What's the deal?
I'm confused also, Scott. I've won 11 national wins. Gary Ellis won 4. I just think the guy that wins the most should be the national #1 rider.
So what are you going to do about it at the Grands this year?
I'm just going to have to snap out of the gate and just prove everybody wrong.
Let's set 'em up. On the gate. Riders ready. Watch the lights.
And I have a feeling he's going to do just that.
After 2 days of qualifying, it's come to the top 8 AA pros, led by Brian Lopes.
In gate #2, we have Terry Finette. He rides for Vans.
Kenny May in gate #3.
In gate #4, we have Billy Griggs. He's a Harrow rider.
And in gate #5, it's the Pistol, riding for Vans.
And gate #6 is Matt Hayden.
And Gary Ellis, the Lumberjack.
And David Clymer.
Main up on the gate, #1, Toby. Your favorites as they blast off?
Brian Lopes in gate 1.
I'm going to have to go with Pistol Pete. He's an old favorite. He's riding for our TV sponsor today, Vans Shoes, and he's blazing out in front.
With Gary Ellis following second and Brian Lopes third.
And Ellis has won this event 3 different times, so Ellis is a pre-race favorite, although Lopes dominated Friday night. Here he looks like he's relaxing a little bit. He's going to get that 4th spot, hopefully, away from Griggs, and, from Mikey King, and he'll be in the main.
Peter's still holding on that first place spot.
Lopes has moved on Griggs. Peter's still out in front. Gary's taking it easy along with Terry Finette, who is the Vans teammate of Pete. Yes, a good event. We've got Pistol Pete taking first, Gary Ellis second, Terry Finette third, and in fourth, Flying Brian Lopes.
Now let's take a look at the amateur title chase. Well, Scott, we have 4 riders that have a mathematical chance at the title. The top 4, Jason Donnell riding for Redline. Anthony Reyes riding for GTA. 16-year-old Christian Daly riding for Create. And first, Mike Luna.
Riders ready. Watch the lights.
In this 15 expert main event, it's Donnell from lane 7 having to make a move, but he's got some tough competition with Corky Gainsford on the inside.
Looks like Inhee got a terrible start, Scott. He's way in the back.
Yes, and Donnell's made the move. He's now in 2nd spot and trying to secure the #1 position to get the overall title for the amateur title chase.
Jason Donnell's holding down that 2nd scale.
And it's Gainsford out in front. He's putting it to him. It's going to make it tough. The points battle is tight this year. 20 riders in contention.
Inhee leads, trying to get up there, but he's only pushed himself up to 5th place, Scott.
It's going to be Gainsford taking it. Donnell's second. He'll end up with 2,190 points.
Riders ready. Watch the lights.
Anthony Reyes is in contention here in the 14-year-old expert, but he's coming from lane 7 at tough gate position. Looks to be a tough battle. Robinson rider out in front. Reyes making a move. Oh, no, he goes down. Percent Florent goes into the lead with a spectacular bunny hop jump over the fallen rider. All the way from France.
I don't believe Anthony Reyes can make a mistake like that, Scott, out in the lead.
It looks like he got pinched between a couple of riders. Florent, in the meantime, teammate of Christophe Levesque, who we saw in the A-Pro class, is out there way out in front. And number 15 in that 2nd spot, Mikey Yizar. Reyes crashes and is down with only 1,837 points.
Scott, I was wrong.
She's
In
getting a
our
big
replay, it
challenge
shows
for
that
number
Reyes
4.
was pinked
But
between
no,
two
Lily
riders over
takes
the
it. She's
tabletop
our
jump.
current leader,
And
tough
down
little
he goes.
girl.
On the gate. Riders ready? Watch your light.
Gates going down. Luna Jackson on the start. He's up and moving, but on the inside, out of gate position number 2, it's Nick Livertor, the Arizona Flash. Livertor looking strong with number 2 right next to him, John Reyna. Luna could lose the number 1 title here, Toby.
He's now in 4th place. He's trying to get around 3rd. He's having a problem doing
He
that.
is smooth, he is consistent, and he's very, very strong. Let's watch Mikey Luna. Here he goes. He's making a move. He's stumbling in the flat turn. This is rough. Number 2 is going to the lead. That's John Reyna. Reyna's got it, but Luna tried to firm shot him. He does it! Mike Luna, our new national number 1 ABA Grand National Champion.
We're going to see what the announcer calls at that.
There may be.
The officials don't take too kindly to those inside dives.
In our replay, it shows that Michael's feet were clearly off the pedals. He did slam into the first place rider.
All chances for a national title got dashed because Zach Roebuck now 2,191 points.
I'm here with Mike Luna. Mike, that was a controversial call in your 16X per main. You went for the inside. You took over the lead. A few guys went down. You got disqualified, buddy. It was a tough break. What do you got to say?
I think it was a wrong call, and everyone knows it. I feel, that they should overrule the call and give me the title back.
Tough break for Mike Luna, but I have to agree with the ABA officials.
I do too, Scott. After several replays, they can clearly see that he did make a hard move on first place rider.
And here's Zach Roebuck.
I'm here with Clayton John and the 1991 ABA National number 1 rider, Zach Roebuck. Zach, you're virtually an unknown. Come to the Grands, and now you're a hero. How does it feel, pal?
Feels all right. I came into the Grands with 13th place. Didn't know what to expect. Yeah.
Clayton, any comments from the president?
Well, he started out this Grand Nationals in 13th place as a bicycle shop rider, and that just goes to show you, in this great sport, anyone has a chance to be number 1.
Pro main event, the open class up on the gate. Lane number 1, we've got David, the Strong Gear Milham.
In gate number 2, we have Eric Abidasov.
And in gate number 3, Johnny Purse.
Gate number 4, Brian the Flying Lopes.
Right on, and in gate number 5, we've got Christopher Levesque, who is our top France rider and also current world champion.
Dave Cullinan is in gate number 6.
And in gate number 7, next to him, a new pro, James Pritchard.
And gate number 8 is Kenny, the big boy, May.
Pro main event's getting ready to blast down the gate. These guys are hard chargers. On the inside, looking awful tough. We've got David Milham. He runs that big, tall gear, Toby.
And the gate's down.
Out of the center of the gate, it looks like
Flying Brian
It
Lopes.
sure is. That's our man riding for Team Hawk. He's on that big square 2 bike, and he's blasting at it. David Cullinan, who also happens to be riding mountain bikes in this year's Norba season, is doing extremely well. He's in the hot 2nd spot. Kenny May in 3rd.
And in 4th place, we have Dave Milham.
And there comes Levesque from France. He's moved into 4th. He doesn't do well on these flat turns, but he's a blast down the straightaways. It's Lopes, Flying Brian Lopes, way out in front. Lopes shredding it. David Cullinan in 2nd, Kenny May in 3rd, looking back and cutting off Levesque at the finish.
The results here at the ABA Grands and the Pro Open is Brian Lopes taking the win over David Cullinan and Kenny May. That moves us up to the AA Pro round 2.
In our first gate, we have Gary Ellis of GT. Gary's a 3-time winner of the ABA Grands. He's also in 2nd place behind Pete Lonkarovich in the points chase.
Hi, my name is Gary Ellis. I race for GT, and I'm AA Pro.
As Toby mentioned, Gary has won every major title, including 3 world championships. He's got fans from around the globe. Here we are at his home in the state of Washington, seeing some of Gary's better toys. His number plates reflect numero uno. And he has a hero too. That's Jeff Stanton riding for Factory Honda. ABA BMX is Gary Ellis's life. And here's his pet toy, the Hot Hog, the big Harley. Decked out in the leather duds, Gary's ready for the road. In the fans' eyes, Gary is the epitome of a true champion.
Pro open up on the gate. Tobe, your favorite?
Brian Lopes, gate number 3.
I'm going to go with Terry Tonette and Pistol Pete, Team Vans. And sure enough, it is Pistol Pete in the lead. I'm a mystic. Check it out. Pistol Pete, long hair and all, out front flying. Brian Lopes, the flying Brian, in the hot second spot. And there's Big T, Terry Tonette, all the way from Northern California. In fourth looks to be Billy, Mr. Clean Griggs. This is going to put Pistol Pete in the points lead for the overall win of the ABA Grands and the #1 title of the year.
Brian's still holding down that second place. Terry's still holding down third.
And there comes Griggs in fourth. Griggs is still in the points hunt, as is Kenny May and Gary Ellis, who took a fall. Gary Ellis is down and out.
Scott, in our replay, it shows that all chances for #1 plate for Gary has run away. And our results for AA Pro class after round 2 show Elon Karavich in first, Lyle Lopes in second, Terry Tonette in third.
Let's take a minute now and talk with Toby Henderson about the sport of bicycle freestyle.
Thanks, Scott. We're here at the school, and back in the playground is the Vans Freestyle team. They're here for Red Ribbon Week. We're here putting on a show with Dr. Dare of the Dare Anti-Drug Program, plus a martial arts show with Ninja Turtles, Donatello, and Leonardo, stuntmen known as Stephen Ho and David Wald. Bicycle freestyle has become a major draw for spectators at car shows, county fairs, and school assemblies. No one knows more about that but Danny Hubbard, president of Creative Sports and manager of the Vans Freestyle team. Danny, give us a little insight on that.
On the whole sport of freestyle, well, it's going really well, and our team's doing really well. Most of the teams aren't competing as much as they used to, so they're putting on shows like we do. And there's a lot more to the shows than just promoting BMX or freestyle. They usually promote a strong anti-drug message, high self-esteem, and importantly, safety in sports, in all sports. And we have with us today Jeff Cotter, who does an incredible trick called the ramp-to-ramp bicycle backflip, and he's a great authority on safety in sports.
Well, there's a lot of type of ways to ride a bike, and like I like to get across to all the children, to take the proper precautions. I've been riding now for about 10 years. I'm 20 now, so I started when I was about 10. I started out with my helmet, and as you'll see in some of the footage, I'm still wearing my helmet every trick I do. I have all my pads on, as you can see here. I've got my Vans leathers, bringing all the way down to my Dr. Bone Savers knee pads. These protect your knees all the way down into your shin pads, and of course the Vans shoes for good protection on your feet. Basically, safety is first in my book.
Sounds like freestyle is hot in the 90s. Back to you, Scott.
Pro, third round, the main event. These are the big boys. Lane 1.
Lane 1 is Brian Foster.
And in lane 2, Christopher Lavac, the French flying man.
And lane number 3 is Robert Harris.
And in lane number 4, Todd the Cowboy Slavic.
Lane number 5 is Michael Ellis.
And in 6, my man Lawan, POW Cunningham.
And gate number 7 is Eric Abidasa.
And in gate number 8, on the outside, flying David Milham with the big tall gear.
Okay, riders, let's set them up. On the gate. Riders ready? Watch your light.
Gate goes down, blasting out of it. Lawan Cunningham has a stumble. Milham's having a tough time. Levesque is out in front.
Dave Milham's out there. He's back in 4th place. Let's see if he can pull up with that big hard gear and catch Levesque.
Number 11, a surprise. Michael Ellis has moved into that second spot. Ellis goes down, and here comes Milham. It's Levesque and Milham, followed in closely by our third place rider, number 3, Eric Abadesky. No, that's not Eric.
It's number 55, Scott. It's Robert Harris.
Robert Harris is in there. So it's Levesque, followed by Milham, followed by Harris. And here comes Todd Slavic for that 4th place finish.
It's the Flying Frenchman whooping all the Americans in the A Pro class. For the overall result, Levesque does take the top money. David Milham second, and Michael Ellis third.
AA Pro, main event on the line, the biggest and baddest and the best in BMX. My favorite on the inside is Pistol Pete Lonkarovich.
And in gate number 2 is Matt Hayden.
Gate number 3, the lumberjack, Gary Ellis.
And in gate number 4 is David Clymer.
And gate number 5, flying Brian Lopes, riding for the new Hawk Racing square-tubed monster bike.
And in gate number 6, we have Terry, the long bike Tonette.
And then comes Kenny, Mayday May, looking for the number 1 overall title.
And on the outside is Billy Griggs.
It's coming down to the final race.
Riders ready? Watch your light.
Pistol Pete's out of the gate awful fast. He's yanking and cranking. Terry Tonette, teammate on Vans, is slamming into Alice. It's Vans 1, Vans 2. The riders are going track, we've still got Pistol Pete slamming it with Terry Tennant way out in front. These guys are flying. Check them out. Kenny May in third. They're getting a little panicked because riders, people are on the track. Tennant's making a move on Pistol Pete. It's Vans 1, Vans 2. These guys are flying. This thing is really hauling.
Scott, what exciting final event.
The AA pros are done, and look at the banners being attacked. We'll be right back as Vans presents the ABA Grands.
Stay tuned for more insanity on Kids Sports! Back to more Kids Sports. Time for the pro results.
After round 3 in the AA Pro class, we show Pete Lonkarovich in first, Terry Tennant in second, and Brian Lopes in third.
The big bucks went out, but for the year-end results, the points tally shows Pete Lonkarovich again, number 1, 4,203 points over defending champion Gary Ellis.
I'm right here with ABA National #1 Pro for 1991, Pete Lonkarovich. Pete, you didn't have to only take the #1, but you killed them all 3 motos, man. It's a great day riding for your sponsor, Vans, man. Tell me, how does it feel?
It feels great, you know. I look forward to this, you know, from the very beginning of the season. I just worked hard, you know, just put things together. I don't like it coming down to one race. I won 11 times. Gary won 4. It should be the, you know, the guy with the most wins wins.
Well, Pete, you showed by no means was there anybody else #1 except for Pete Lonkarovich. So, congratulations. And now we're going to fast to Pete's new truck for #1.
Let me jump the double then.
Pete's bonus award for the year-end points title chase is this beautiful truck, presented by the ABA and Dr. Pepper.
Hey, that Pistol Pete, man, he was shredding out there, Scott.
He was firing some heavy-duty hollow point booms, man. He shredded them all. Imagine this, 24 races this year, he won 11 of them. He kicked booty.
Cool deal, man. Hey, and Zach Roebuck was pretty awesome.
Hey, Zach Roebuck, you deserve some congratulations. The amateur title is all yours. The big money that comes with it, down the road, factory sponsorship, and all that neat stuff came from a bike shop. He
Nero. Good deal.
Job.
Hey, BMX is a lot of fun. Check out your local bike shop for more information. I'm Ken. This is Scott. See you next week on Kids Sports!
Now feast your eyes on the King of Dirt jumping competition.
Yo, kids, this